economic empowerment and development at large. And above all, as they all deserve. As we mark this day, we pause to honor tireless effort, religious sacrifice of workers across Uganda and all over the world. Happy Labor Day, workers of Uganda. International Labor Week. Your Excellency, throughout the week, workers in collaboration with the Minister of Gender, Labor and Social Development, with strategies put into place, great things were agreed upon. We now leave it to your discretion to pronounce the conclusion of the meeting. You are subsequently requested that we follow up the meeting in June, and the workers appreciate and thank you for this historic milestone. Thank you, Your Excellency. The gains of the parish development model. Your Excellency, we continue to appreciate you for the effort triggered in the development of our country. Support to the parish development model. This is a wonderful one since personally I was born, and I cannot state. This is a wonderful one since personally I was born. The testimony and success stories across the country are amazing. Your Excellency, embedding voluntary savings in everyday transaction to build resilient Uganda. Now, that's where we bring the issue that if 20 million Ugandans save just 100 a day, we shall realize 2 billion daily. So our call to mouth. Your Excellency, we discussed many things the other day, but there is something that I wanted to add. Workers, Your Excellency, were represented on the board of MTL. I'll support you and make sure that that program is achieved. Your Excellency, recently you gave teachers 20 billion shillings. Your Excellency, teachers are really enjoying, and other leaders are also saying, Your Excellency, competence-based current education system has served as far as many years. Yet, the rapidly evolving global landscape demands that we equip our youths with competences that meet the needs of competences that meet the needs of today's.
Chairman could not conclude, but the workers of Uganda, Your Excellency, when they met you yesterday, representing the labor unions, Central Organization of Free Unions, COF2 and NOTU, had taken a consultation and took a decision to request you to be their choice as the candidate for presidential elections in 2026. And that is unanimous from the workers. And today, they just wanted to present a symbol in recognition of that commitment, a scepter to you. So I want to request Your Excellency that you humbly accept the symbol, which is the secretary should be able to hand over to Your Excellency, a scepter of leadership, which is a representative of the commitment which the workers of this country made to you yesterday, but also which they wanted to publicly pronounce and enjoin all the workers, Your Excellency, in the whole country to rally behind that cause, because you have liberated the workers of this country. Your Excellency, that's the simple request that the workers were requesting you to accept, to humbly take up that mantle.
In conclusion, Your Excellency, labor movement, we are so grateful, and we don't hesitate to give credit to your leadership. As all of us may recall, the previous government had placed various restrictions that interfered with the freedom of association, the right to organize. You have ensured the workers have a voice, and we are heard. We want to thank you, Your Excellency. I congratulate you upon this day. Wish all the workers of Uganda a happy Labor Day celebration. Solidarity workers. Solidarity workers. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Chairman Daniel of the Central Organization of Free Trade Unions, COF2, for the speech. I've also been reliably informed that the article that you had alluded to has already been delivered, and it is already with the President and the system. Thank you very much. At this juncture, I want to take this opportunity to invite the chairperson of the Federation of the Uganda Employers, Mr. Fred Bamwesigye, to come and give the statement on behalf of the employers of this country. Mr. Fred Bamwesigye, you are welcome. Come to the podium, please.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, the Right Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Justices of the High Court, Court of Appeal, and Supreme Court who may be present here, the Honorable Minister of Gender, Labor and Social Development, Honorable Ministers, honorable members of parliament, Your Excellencies, the ambassadors and high commissioners, the DPP, colleagues, members of the trade union leaders, colleagues in the Federation of Employers, whom I have seen here, my Vice Chair, Madame Sevriba, the member of the Council, Governing Council, Dr. Silva Mugisha, who is my immediate chairman, past chairman, our current parade participants, please clap again for these smart parade participants, our security of people and other people who have been participating in the parade. I've seen my Lord, Dr. Stephen Kavuma, Deputy Chief Justice Emeritus, members of the press, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I know that many of our things have been talked about, but Your Excellency, allow me to say just a few things. I'm not going to repeat what has been said. I am standing here on behalf of the Federation of Uganda Employers, which is a member of the tripartite, and I extend my great appreciation in welcoming Your Excellency to this International Labour Day celebration. I am pleased to inform you, Your Excellency, probably you might be wondering how I come here. I am the President of the Uganda Federation of Employers, having been successfully elected on the 46th annual general meeting that took place last month. And I have my governing council members here. I want to extend my sincere gratitude to those members of the Federation that put all trust in me and the council. And most important, to pledge to foster collaborative partnerships with the government, with you, Your Excellency, the government, and our esteemed social partners, that is the National Organization of Trade Unions, NOTU, COF2, and our strategic allies. Your Excellency, we commend the NRM government under your visionary leadership that the economy has remained stable. And statistics don't lie, Your Excellency. There could be other positions here and there, but it is factual that inflation has remained relatively stable compared to the rest of the economies. Had always between 4, 5, 6 there, when actually we know that many countries are oscillating between 18 and 20%. And again, this is factual, even in this region of Africa. GDP is also expected to grow by more than 7%, which is outstanding by global standards. The parish development model, which has been talked about here, with its focus on elevating household incomes and welfare, stands as a testament to this commitment, Your Excellency, and government's emphasis on industrial growth, encompassing agro-processing, infrastructure development, service provision, ICT, reflects very well on defined priorities of our national development agenda. Therefore, Your Excellency, I would like to express the employers' commitment to support the NRM government in attaining the tenfold growth that will make it possible to achieve our national vision 2040. We would like also to express our commitment to continue supporting implementation of the parish development model and other government programs. We also extend our sincere commendation to the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development for its close collaboration with social partners, of which we are a member, on a number of critical issues that Your Excellency raised last year, and these include the important matters of labor casualization, the establishment of a minimum wage, and the promotion of 1 acre model encompassing enterprise development. We would like to express our appreciation to your willingness to hold a meeting with employers to discuss how we can work together with you to accelerate wealth creation and job creation, especially for the youth numbers that increase every other day. Again, from your program where you are a champion of immunization and other things. And of course, also universal primary, secondary, and to a large extent, university and tertiary institutions education. Unemployment now stands at 12.3%. In this meeting, we shall further present to you the position papers, in another meeting, not this very one, that we have developed in an engagement way on the significant issues raised during last year's Labor Day celebration and the issues of yesterday's meeting, Your Excellency. We are very, very, very more than eager to collaborate with the government to further strengthen the achievements of the presidential initiative for skilling the youth. We are committed to facilitating linkages between trained youth and employment opportunities. Your Excellency, I would like to tell you that these are things that occupy us in our boardrooms, especially the not total connection, some disconnect between training institutions and the skills that are required for industry and other activities. We still need to do a lot of things around that area. And we see the initiatives, presidential initiative for skilling, as a very, very good initiative that will get us there in the near future once we all work together through engagements. If need be, Your Excellency, this is a matter we need to draw an action plan and even work around it to get an MOU to show how serious we want to be in this area. And I want to mention here, Your Excellency, that it is very true that there are many people looking for jobs. But it is also true that there are quite a number of people who are not employable, at least in some areas of industry and other employments. I would like to pay special tribute to the International Labour Organization, which has been steadfast in championing our tripartite cooperation, including direct support to government and employers and workers, especially in areas of decent work program where we are realizing milestones. And we are, on this we are grateful for the NRM government for commitments to providing the financing for this program. On this special occasion of Labor Day celebrations, and I'm going very fast, I extend my heartfelt congratulations to all workers for their support and contribution to our organizations, industries, and communities. Workers are not only a driving force behind our businesses, but also a very backbone of our nation and a foundation upon which the world's progress is built. We deeply appreciate that tireless effort and significant contributions. As we celebrate and recognize our workers, we must also acknowledge that the realities and challenges presented by the rapidly growing and evolving world of work, largely driven by technological advancements, and I challenge you to be on top of all these endeavors. Your Excellency, these appreciations would not end, but there are many, many partners that have helped us. I will give this speech to them, and you know that we have appreciated. Quite a lot of things that were discussed yesterday with you. I am not going to mention them. You probably will mention them yourself. But these were big milestones in our day-to-day work, and they form part of our strategic plan activities, and we are very, very, very excited. And without wasting time, we shall be asking the Minister of Gender, Labor, and Social Development, as usual, to champion this as we bring them on the table and reduce them to workable activities that Your Excellency will begin to see results of those. Otherwise, I commend the NRM government for the impactful initiatives in many, many areas: microfinance, PDM, SACCOs, and so on. Your Excellency, we know you have never rested in looking for how wealth can be created to include everybody, not just a few in our communities, and we really, really appreciate that effort. It is not for everybody, we know that, and how we wish that we could all be drawn into this and work together with our President to make sure that people's incomes are improved and increased for everybody's happiness. Our mission as the Federation of Uganda Employers is to enhance business competitiveness through effective policy advocacy, the fostering of sound employment relations, and the provision of market-driven business development services. Our overarching purpose is to contribute to build a better and more sustainable future by influencing, supporting, and delivering for business success. Your Excellency, we can talk the whole day, but we'll be having another time to discuss these matters. We are happy with the commitment transforming this country once again, taking into account that in 1986, just keep reminding ourselves that just 3.9 billion US was the total sum of our economy. Today, we are almost reaching 52 billion US dollars. And if I were you, really, I would clap for that. By the end of this year, it could even be something in the region of 56.6 billion US dollars. We are very, very, very proud, resoundingly, of this achievement, Your Excellency, which means more money in our pockets. All we need now is to simply distribute it to all our citizens, what you are already doing through PDM. We want to thank Your Excellency and the government and everybody. With that, Your Excellency, allow me to stop here. As I have said, more work is ahead, and we are very, very glad to be partners in this endeavor. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Karamoja. Thank you, and thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Fred Wamwesiga, President of the Federation of Uganda Employers. The last speech in this segment is going to come from the representative of the International Labour Organization, and Mr. Ivan Sruanga, the head of the ILO office, Kampala, is going to deliver this statement, which he had alerted me is going to be brief, given the fact that we now have some very little time for His Excellency the President, because he has some other duties in the brief time. So we are sorry, we shall be able to conclude this session quickly. Mr. Even
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, allow me to ride on the protocols earlier set by my previous speakers and simply say, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I stand here today representing the International Labour Organization and also giving recognition to the work that the Republic of Uganda has brought on the table where the International Labour Organization is closely collaborating. Today, Uganda joins the rest of the world in commemorating International Labour Day under the theme, Consolidating on the Gains of the Parish Development Model for Increased Productivity and Increased Job Creation. Labour Day is more than just a celebration. It is a powerful reminder of the invaluable contribution of workers to national, regional, and global development. Originating from the labor union movement of the 19th century, this day honors the courage, solidarity, and achievement of workers who fought for fair wages, decent working hours, and safe working conditions. This year, the International Labour Organization calls for all member states to renew their commitment to social justice, which remains fundamental for achieving inclusive growth and sustainable development. Your Excellency, today Uganda stands as a shining example in labor governance across Africa. Its progressive labor laws and inclusive administration systems continue to champion the rights of all workers, including vulnerable populations. Notably, Uganda remains the leading host country for refugees in Africa and fourth in the world after Iran, Turkey, and Germany. Through your open door policy, refugees are not only granted safety, but have also integrated into the workforce, a demonstration of the nation's commitment to the ILO's call for inclusive economic growth. Your Excellency, today's celebrations in particular are historic as it marks the launch of the third generation Decent Work Country program for Uganda. Guided by three core country priorities, this decent work carries the highest seal of political will, a powerful testament to Uganda's unwavering commitment to dignify opportunity and prosperity for every worker. This launch by Your Excellency elevates the Decent Work Country program to the highest political commitment, reaffirming Uganda's unwavering commitment to advancing decent work for all. It is a significant milestone in our journey towards equitable and inclusive economic transformation. Your Excellency, as we mark this important day, let us renew our collective commitment to workers' rights, dignity, and social justice. The ILO, together with the ministry, stands firmly with the government and people of Uganda on this journey. Today, we can build a nation where every worker is empowered, every job is dignified, and no one is left behind. Let us build on the progress achieved through initiatives like the Parish Development Model, which I cannot re-emphasize more. The children gave a very good poem. It is a plan that works. It's a plan that we don't need to change. In conclusion, the ILO underscores its unwavering commitment to fully support the implementation of the Decent Work Country program and calls on board employers and workers to move together to turn the vision of the decent work for all into reality. I stand here and thank you all and wish you a happy Labor Day. Thank you very much.
Your Excellency, we thank you so much. Now we, the Deputy Directors of Ceremonies, are going to hand over to the Director of Ceremonies. Ekapoloni, Papa President, Ekakiro Alice Muwanguzi, Karamojongait, Nina A Bunyoro. We are now handing over to the Director of Ceremonies. Now you have got other colleagues who will also introduce themselves. Asante sana, Mheshimiwa Rais.
Your Excellency, Abid Sam Yomoki, Secretary General of the Central Organization of Trade Unions, COFTU.
Ekapoloni President Ikilakara Nore, Ereaka Kirolo Mongin Joan, Arayolo Ekobinga Kirane, Ikilakara Noi.
Your Excellency, I'm Assistant Commissioner of Police Chituma Rusoke, as well as the police spokesperson.
Your Excellency, I'm Senior Commissioner of Prisons, Frank Baine, and Prison Spokesperson.
Your Excellency, the Director of Ceremonies today is Honorable Anyakun Esther Davinia, MP for Nakapiripirit District. And she is also the Minister of State for Labor, Employment and Industrial Relations. She is now taking over, Your Excellency.
Thank you. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, Right Honorable Deputy Prime Minister, Honorable Ministers, colleagues, Minister of State, Your Worships, judges and members of the judiciary, Your diplomatic missions, Parliament, traditional and religious leaders, Inspector General of Government, representatives of Deputy IGG, Chairman and Member of the Constitutional Assembly, Head of Civil Service, Permanent Secretaries, Chief of Defense Forces, Inspector General of Police, UPDF High Command, Resident District Commissioners, District LC5 chairpersons from the region, representatives of workers and employers, organizations, all workers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, it's an heartfelt honor and heartfelt of joy that you welcomed to hold this year's National Labor Day celebration. And here at Nakale grounds in Nakapripi district, Your Excellency, I extend a very special and warm welcome to you, and I thank you most sincerely for honoring us with your presence here today. Despite your demanding schedules, your attendance is here a testimony to your unwavering commitment to the dignity and welfare of Ugandans and workers. We, the people of Nakapriprit, are so delighted to welcome you, Your Excellency. Labor Day is more than a celebration. It is a powerful reminder to all our shared responsibility upon the rights, the dignity, and welfare of all workers across the country. It also aligns with the core principles of the NRM, patriotism, Pan-Africanism, socio-economic transformation, and democracy. These principles are not abstract. They inform real, on-the-ground government priorities, creating productive government on employment, protecting rights at the workers, and strengthening the social protection systems, and promoting meaningful social dialogue. At last year's celebration in Fort Portal, representatives of the workers, particularly for NOTU, raised concerns regarding the increasing prevalence of precarious and casual employment, which often leaves workers with access to social protection and fundamental rights. Your Excellency, in your wisdom, you listened and you acted. Under your directive, the ministry initiated joint labor and occupational safety and health inspections, beginning with all industries, business parks across the country. Allow me to report on this. We have so far inspected 62 workplaces, engaging 316 key participants, including CEOs and HR of OSH managers. 42 of these provided detailed responses, which allowed us to evaluate compliance levels. At the initial point of assessment, OSH compliance was at 26.7%, and labor standards compliance stood at 11%. Following our month later, these numbers have improved from 35.2% and 15.5% respectively. While we are celebrating the 29.7% improvement of the OSH compliance and the 52.4% increasing in labor standards compliance, the findings corresponding in both progress and urgency, we are moving forward, but a lot more work remains to be ensured compliance is with Ugandan's laws in every workplace. Your Excellency, as our chief worker, we kindly request your continued support in implementation of the third Decent Work Country program, which you are set to launch today. The program is key to improving working conditions and also enhancing labor productivity. Excellency, I want to shorten my speech and go straight to recognize my colleagues who are here. The ministers. We have the third Deputy Prime Minister, Honorable Nakadama Rukia, Honorable Francis Mwivasa, thank you for coming, Honorable Ellen Adowa, Honorable Minister Peter Lokeris, Honorable Minister Mutuzo Peace, Honorable Minister Akelo Rose Lily, Honorable Minister Atenyi Balam, who has been with me for the entire week, Honorable Betty Amongi, Minister, Honorable Minister Nambozo Florence, Honorable Minister Gidudu Mafabi Dominic, Honorable Businje Victoria Rusoke, and Honorable Namuyango Jennifer, Minister Oleru Huda, Honorable Minister Mili Babalanda. The second members that we have here, we have Honorable Lydia Wanyoto and James Tweheyo. Your Excellency, I also want to take this opportunity to acknowledge the key individuals, partners, people who have worked to increase, one, the household income of the people of Nakapriprit, and also the water coverage of the people of Nakapripit and the security. Your Excellency, we have an award for the following. An award for Innovation Africa. As Nakapripit District, this organization has installed solar piped water to the manyatas of your people, Your Excellency. At the beginning, we had water by 4 years ago at 58%, but at the moment, the people of Nakapripit are enjoying water availability at 77.8%. We shall request the country director of this organization to step forward. The second organization, Your Excellency, is Give Directly. Your Excellency, the people of Nakapripit have changed from household poverty to household income families. Give Directly. This memo provided an update on Give Directly cash transfer program that was implemented in Nakapripit district and Moroto district in Ky'Abakozi sub-region. It aimed at complementing Uganda's parish development model and contributing significantly to the objective of the National Development Plan 3. Give Directly has a lot of strategies, but I'm going to go straight to what funding and deliverable we have here. Your Excellency, the cash transfers per household at 3.5 million shillings via mobile money. Your Excellency, the households covered so far in the district are 10,848 households, and those are 70,901 individuals. Each has received 3.5 million shillings in Nakapripit district. Aligned in this Uganda National Development Plan, our initiative of directly aligns with NDP 3 strategic goal to lift over 3.5 million households in 17.5 million Ugandans out of poverty. Your Excellency, the meals have increased, the infrastructure, access to health, adequate housing, and over 45% have invested in cash. And most of it is in agricultural inputs, buying land, assets, businesses, and move to sustainable to commercial. Your Excellency, I want to call the following. Ivan, the country director of Give Directly, to receive the award from Nakapripit District Local Government, the country rep of Innovation Africa, and the UPDF Division Commander. This one is coming from the entire region. We are awarding the UPDF, Your Excellency, through you, Your Excellency, and we thank you so much as the people of Ky'Abakozi that we have achieved peace. The people of Ky'Abakozi have also thanked the CDF for being very supportive, and currently we have a commandant who has been working with us very closely and is down to earth person, just like how Don Nabasa did. They also have an award, Your Excellency, and I'm going to request the Right Honorable Prime Minister to come and give them this award, and you'll take just a photo moment with them. Your Excellency, on behalf of the people of Nakapripit and Ky'Abakozi, I have only 2 memos to present to you and 1 single request. Your Excellency, we have been talking from 2010, the issue of the cows that were stolen at the protected clans, kraals. I will request the division commander to come and join to receive the award from the region for you. Because this is Labor Day celebration, so we are celebrating the changes you have caused in the community. Excellency, there is a list here that I know I will represent to the Attorney General of the original people whose cows were stolen in at the kraals in Kageta. Other lists were being... Director, Country Director, Innovation Africa, please step forward. Your Excellency, I have an original list of the stolen cows. This list was stamped on the 10th of May, 2010. Unlike others that were being represented before I came to Parliament and they were infiltrated, I will hand it over to the PPS when I leave the stage. Your Excellency, my last request, Your Excellency, I want to thank the following people. I want to thank Palatio, the contractors who are here. Where are they? Can you stand up and wave at the President? Palatio. The contractor, they helped us to flatten this ground at a zero cost, just because of the social corporate responsibility they gave to the district. The district team, executive members of the district team, my LC5 chairman, are they on this tent? Wave at the President, please. Wave at the entire team, the doc team, engineer, Oketayok, everybody was here on a daily basis. Wave at the President for recognition. Namalu prisons in particular, Your Excellency, the prisons helped us. Where is the CEO? Please, thank you so much for helping us to clear the ground together with Palatio. Your Excellency, lastly, I want to thank Athio Ronnie. Is the landlord, the owner of the land where we are seated. Your Excellency, you remember Mzee Athio died in July 2019, and his home is just behind here. Your Excellency, I am kindly requesting, that's why I cut my walking from where you are to here so that I can save a lot of time. After this celebration, the family, the children have come from Germany, everywhere, to greet you as you pay last respect to their late father, who has been the first and the only Karamojong who has been to Lancaster on independence celebration. That is for recognition from Nakapripi district and from Karamoja sub-region for changing the lives of the people of Karamoja, Nakapripi in particular, on water, economic empowerment at households level, and security, which is paramount. Your Excellency, as I take an honor to invite the Minister of Gender and Labor and Social Development, Honorable Betty Amongi, to come and forward and make her remarks. May we all continue to uphold the dignity of labor. I wish all Ugandans a joyful and reflective Labor Day celebration. I am so humbled that you came to Nakapriprit. It's so near from Kampala. Your Excellency, we have the best road in this region. We have the best road in Uganda as of now, and we appreciate for that. Thank you. We shall be waiting as we plan to go and pay our last respect to Mzee Athio in the next compound. Thank you.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, Right Honorable Third Deputy Prime Minister, Honorable Ministers, Head of Diplomatic Corps, Members of Parliament, religious leaders, representative of workers and employers, national leaders. I see Your Excellency, our cultural leaders and religious leaders seated. I have also other national leaders, the chairperson, National Women Council, and the executive. They are there. We have DPP, representative of IGG, the former Deputy Chief Justice, and I want to, Your Excellency, we are in Karamoja, where we have a cabinet minister in charge of Karamoja, and also a state minister. I hope he will introduce the state minister for Karamoja, and it will be unfair when we are in Karamoja not to allow him to greet the people of Karamoja. Then I deliver the speech and invite you. Honorable Lokeris, please.
Your Excellency of the Republic of Uganda, the Right Honorable Deputy Prime Minister, because of time, all protocol observed. You are most welcome to the region. Your Excellency, you know, since you come, and that year when you arrived, you met me, and you did give me the appointment of special administrator for this area. The area was not known where it was moving. But now, what you have done, you are the true light of Karamoja region. Let me remind you a few things you did when I was with you. There was a time we were discussing about this road that should be tarmacked. But the people were saying, what is the internal rate of return for this road? Then you heard it and say, no, I see prospects in Karamoja. Let us stimulate by making roads, and you will see the internal rate of return would increase. You see now, this road which has come, this one, when you argued and you got the money from the Islamic Development Bank, the road is here. Good enough you gave to a company from Turkey, Plateau. What he's doing on this road is so marvelous that most roads are not like this. And it will continue up to Nakapiri. And during the one again you allowed to be made by Ministry of Works up to Moroto. So here now, meet the one of Soroti. What more? You have done the imaginable things we didn't expect. The day again we were together discussing about power. We said, where is the money? We said the money is what you yourself established, the electricity fund. When we had done the survey, we came to you with your neck, who was my minister. We said, the money is there. He said, where? We say, rural electricity fund. How much? $55 million. But for Soroti to Moroto is only 6. For this one, from Sironko to Amudat, 5, 11. You said, go ahead. We never asked you anything. Power is here. People are snoring under power. Instead of doing cottage industry with a zone. But it's good enough. It's there. For industries also, you said move. And that's why I brought KV 132, which has reached Kidepo. You imagine what you have done. And you have continued. Now factories are coming, everything is coming. For me, I'm telling this Karamojong, if we want to change quickly, Museveni is the answer. Next election, When I see a person not saying Museveni Oje, I will say this one has got, I think the head is not all right. Because if you are seeing well, we are moving. These are the pleasures I want to tell you, Your Excellency. For us now, we used from Namalu to Mbale, a person used to pay 50,000 transport fare. Now it is 5, 10. And we are moving all the time. You can go 10 times if you want. So marketing is on the way. And you saw our ladies who came here. They were not very tired. You saw them all right. We grew a lot of rice here. If you want rice, don't import it from India. It is import from Namalu. It is there. So this is what we are saying. And the whole of Karamoja is really moving. Energically. They want peace. But I'm trying to do peace. But there are a few things which bring problems. I think the budget was drastically cut. I want all the time to move in Karamoja, but at times I don't find time to move. And even my colleagues complain, say, you used to be very active. Why are you not coming? But I don't know, tell them that it's a problem. But otherwise, Your Excellency, you are most welcome. I am very happy. We know Karamoja is moving ahead in transformation. Thank you very much.
Your Excellency, let me introduce Honorable Nambozo. If you can stand up, he's the Minister of State in charge of Karamoja, and she's always with the people of Karamoja. Let me also recognize Justice Jane Oku, Acting Principal Judge, was not introduced, and our Justice Linda Tumusime, our Head of Industrial Court. Thank you for coming. Your Excellency, many people have already said why we are celebrating Labor Day. To honor workers, celebrate their contributions, advocate for fair labor practices. Your Excellency, our labor force remains the backbone of our economy. Therefore, today we are recognizing the importance of promoting and protecting the rights of workers. We are assessing the challenges we continue to face, opportunities that lies ahead, and recommitting ourselves to ensuring that we enforce employment practices that enhance productive employment. Your Excellency, I want to just give a slight characterization of our labor force. Our labor force is predominantly composed of young population, constituting 73%, who are under the age of 30, according to the Uganda Bureau of Standards 2024 census. This youthful population, Your Excellency, presents immense opportunity to build a dynamic, productive labor force. The international community defines the working population to be those between 14 years to 64 years. So when we talk about child labor, children 14 years are allowed to undertake some kind of labor. It is those that are below 14 that if they undertake employments that are not commensurate to training them is termed as child labor. So the working population age is 14 to 64, Your Excellency. And in Uganda, this category 14 to 64 is composed of 25.155 million Ugandans, representing 56.7% of our population. There are more females, 13.8272 is the population of women, 13,872,000, are the women population that are in the working categories, while the males in the working categories are 11,282,000. In terms of categories and wage and employment, 32.9% of the employees are earning formal wages out of formal employment. I'm sure a majority of you seated here are employed in the formal sector with a contract with terms and conditions. You seated here, you are among the 39.2%. 29.3% are self-employed. 24.5% are into family business, supporting a family business or working in a family business. 5.3% are employing themselves in their business that they have started. They employ themselves maybe as directors or MDs and also employ others. And 1.7% are into paid apprenticeship. Paid apprenticeship are those people, graduates, who come to your MDAs and they are training, but you're giving them some little facilitation like transport, and they are being trained on the job. That constitutes 1.7%. Your Excellency, a significant portion of these categories of workers are engaged in informal and vulnerable employment. These vulnerable employments are things like when you are driving and coming here, you saw a lot of people selling at the roadsides. They are selling their tomatoes, they are selling their onions, they are selling their roasted cassava, roasted meats. Those are the people that are in the informal employment. And those in the informal employment are over 70% in the informal employment. Your Excellency, our unemployment rate stands at 12.3%, and according to the Population and Housing Census, a large number of the youth aged between 15 to 24 years are neither in employment or in education or in training. And these are the people, when you go to cities, you find they have created what they call jobless corners. They get up in the morning, they go to the towns, they go to the city, they don't have what to do, and they might end up being those who are stealing your phones, and you have to ensure that you are very careful. In terms of gender, women are more in the informal sector and unpaid work. And I think when you drive, you see majority of the women are the one on the roadside selling. And Your Excellency, our focus as a ministry and government is to ensure that these statistics of the people in the informal sectors are brought into the formal sector. And I am glad that several policies have been put in place and programs to address those challenges. The rollout of education and skilling under Ministry of Education, the BTVET, which are skilling people in technical work. Your own initiative, Your Excellency, of the Presidential Skilling Center, the macroeconomic policies that has attracted foreign direct investments, industrial parks and factories are promoting jobs. Your Excellency, other programs like Emyoga, Operation Wealth Creation, Uganda Women's Entrepreneurship Program, Youth Livelihood Program, the Agricultural Facility Credit Facility Program, the skilling under the Ministry of Gender, we have Juakali that supports with tools and equipment for those who have got training from other entities. All this is to ensure that we absorb the statistics I've talked about so that they get into either self-employment or they are able to be employed by those who are getting this equipment and will employ others. We have several laws that we have put in place, and I want to thank you, Your Excellency, for assenting to the OSH, the Occupational Safety and Health Amendment Act, which we received 2 weeks ago, which is supposed to strengthen the Ministry of Gender, Department of Occupational Safety and Health in ensuring that inspection and enforcement of safety of workers is harnessed through that laws. We have the Employment Amendment Act. On top of that, we have the Labor Dispute Arbitration Settlement Act, the Workers' Compensation Act, which deals with the issues around compensation of workers who get injured or dies or falls sick in their workplaces. The Pension Act, the NSSF Act, the Public Service Standing Orders, to mention but a few. So these laws, Your Excellency, stipulates with clarity the issue related to fair wages. And this is one of the areas that there are many challenges, the issue of wages, where many people are not being paid commensurate with what the laws stipulate. Some people are paid as low as 3,000 per day, Your Excellency. That's why sometimes when you are driving, you will find where the people are within industrial park walking with a large number. So the issue of fair wages are addressed in the law, job security, safety and health, working hours, social security benefits, gratuity, maternity and paternity benefits, the right to form or join unions, the right to non-discrimination, and the right to social security. Of course, although the law exists, we still find some unscrupulous people who still do not follow the law, Your Excellency. And I'm glad that yesterday when you met us with the workers and Federation of Uganda Employers, they explained to you the challenges of casual workers. And your guidance will help us in the ministry to streamline the issue of casualization of workers. The issue of working without written contracts. Most of the workers are given oral contracts. It's even worse where most of these are subcontractors. Your Excellency, we have this practice which we will bring a cabinet paper on. Circumstances where established companies are now using agents to recruit for them and negotiate. The agents are the ones who negotiate the wages, and they take the employees to the companies, and when those employees get a problem, the companies say, those are not our employees, you talk to the agents. And the agents do not have the licenses to employ people, and it does not have the mandate to compensate, to treat injury, and so on. That lacuna, we will bring a paper in cabinet. The issue of safety, occupational safety and health, we have a lot of circumstances where workers are dying. I think in the last 1 month we recorded about 3-4 deaths because of lack of following stringent occupational safety and health in workplaces. There are issues of unfair termination, the issue of some of the employers rejecting the right to collective bargaining, and so they will not allow workers to form their collective bargaining association and unions within the company premises. Your Excellency, as a ministry, we are mitigating these challenges. We are enforcing labor laws. We have strengthened labor officers. We are asking local that many Ugandans talk about. Your Excellency, this financial year we now have money to scale up recruitment and placing of labor touches in the destination countries. Already you guided us, Your Excellency, and we had support from ESO. We have labor touch in Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. We are now going to have in Qatar, Jordan, UAE, and other countries. Because labor touches are those people with knowledge, and when they're in the countries where our externalized workers are, they are able to follow the complaints inside the countries, enforce labor laws, and where there is a problem, they are able to reach the ministry quickly, and we are able to respond. Your Excellency, I want to now conclude on the most important aspect of our theme, which is consolidating the gains of parish development model. And I want to attest, Your Excellency, which you know very well, that PDM has been a game changer for promoting local and rural entrepreneurship and generating employment at the grassroots. Without targeting rural and grassroots to get into employment and get into commercial agriculture, it will be difficult for us to sustain where we are moving into the middle income economy. And the data we got from the PDM Secretariat, Your Excellency, is showing that those that are now in coffee under PDM is 265,460. Those who have benefited under PDM in coffee. In other crops, 742,169. Piggery, and I know many people Ugandans are very fond of pork. In piggery, there are 280,847 producers under PDM. In poultry, there are 261,181. And in dairy production, there are 72,429. So within the period of PDM, we have seen a reduction from the previous statistics of those in the subsistence economy at 39%, and it has now reduced to 33%. So, Your Excellency, PDM continues to lift many rural people out of poverty and creating jobs. And therefore, this theme today on consolidating PDM emphasizes the need to build on the progress made that will enhance productivity and inclusive job creation. With that, Your Excellency, I want to take this opportunity, all the other programs that we already have, which is upcoming, to complement PDM is stated in our booklet, programs.
Mata Akaramajong, Rakaranoi. Somebody should translate in the local language. Somebody translate in Akaramajong.
Ikimalai wani ya kapolo ni yok, balai wanda da mata.
The Deputy Prime Minister, the ministers,